So again, this is another episode of IMU Biz Nation, and today we're going to be talking about content marketing, what it is, how you can use it for your business, and more importantly, why it's so important for your business, because this is a really, really big deal for your business. So if you've never heard about it, or if you've never done it before, today is your breakthrough day, because once you get this, and I've said this in the description, once you understand content marketing, then you're going to understand how to better post on social media, how to get your videos done, how to write your blog posts. Just marketing becomes so much easier when you understand content marketing. So what is it? Well, content marketing is, in a nutshell, how you distribute relevant and meaningful content to your audience that is going to attract people, that's going to engage with them in a way that doesn't feel pressured, that feels normal and natural. So when you want to start doing content marketing, you first of all have to know who your target audience is. So we talk about this all the time inside of Intentional Marketer University. If you've never been to Intentional Marketer University, head right over here to goimu.com, and you can find us there. You can find lots of free resources, loads more blog articles, videos, podcasts. You can find the whole deal. So you can find more on how to identify your target audience there as well. So that's step number one in your content marketing. Who are you talking to? Then the second aspect is that you need to make it very nonchalant. It needs to be easygoing. So as everyone knows who's ever watched one of my IMU Biz Nation episodes, I tell you that I actually make several different pieces of content from these videos. So what's happening right now, for those of you watching me on YouTube and those of you watching me on Facebook Live, is we're filming a Facebook Live right now. I'm filming a YouTube video over here using my video software. And then the audio, it turns into a podcast. So there's three pieces of content right there. But what I'm doing is I am teaching. I'm giving helpful information that I know my target audience needs. So obviously, my target audience is going to be people who are starting a business or people who have been in business for a while, but they're not seeing the growth they need. And that's it. I don't talk to anybody else in terms of this content that's going out right now. So I'm not talking to people who want to lose weight. I'm not talking to people who need to learn how to retile their floor or whatever. My audience is very specific, and that's how your content marketing needs to be. It has to be super specific for your industry. And now Ann and I talk a lot about you even need to go further than that when you're doing content marketing. You need to get specific about one person. We call it your avatar. So one person with a certain age group, one person who has a certain demographic. Is it a male, a female? How much money does that person make? What are their needs and their passions? When you know this, your content becomes super specific. And when it becomes that specific, you know exactly what their problems are. So you're only making content videos or writing blog articles that address that issue that they're having, and then you can effortlessly sell your products to them because it all starts to make sense. So that, in a nutshell, is what content marketing is, and how you can actually start today by making some content and get it out there. So if you just wanted to do a Facebook Live video today, turn on your video recorder on your laptop over here, which you guys can't see on Facebook Live, and then you guys watching on YouTube can't see over here. I've got two different cameras on me right now. So Facebook Live will obviously go to Facebook. The video recording over here goes to YouTube, and then the audio from it goes to our podcast channel. So three pieces of content in no time, right? Effortlessly. Me just sitting here at my office talking to you guys, helping you learn about content marketing. So let's go on to 4 content creation brainstorming ideas. How do you get it going? How do you come up with ideas? Again, if you want to read this full blog post, I suggest you guys go over to GoIMU, okay? GoIMU.com. You're going to be able to find it right there in our blog articles. If you want to go through it, if you want to copy and paste some ideas into whatever app you use to take notes, you can do that there. So here we go, and this is actually idea number 1, how to come up with ideas for your content. Assign yourself a notebook, a physical notebook, or a digital note-taking app that can serve as your idea recorder. So when you think of something as you're driving, or you see great content that you feel you could introduce your audience to in a fresh new light, so if you're grocery shopping and you see a magazine cover that has a great idea on it, get out your notebook or get out your note-taking app, or Anne had a great idea, take a picture of it, store it, and then just keep track of it. So when it's time to sit down and create your content, you don't just sit there and have a blank moment. That's the number 1 killer. And this is idea number 2, brainstorming idea number 2, is when you sit down to create content and you draw a complete blank. Well, don't worry. That has happened to the best of us. And there's a simple solution to this problem. So what I just mentioned in terms of taking ideas down, have you ever just decided to go to Barnes & Noble or go to your grocery store, grab a coffee, sit down, grab all of the magazines in your industry, and start looking through them? This, I've mentioned it before, but I keep going back to it because people tell me all the time, I don't know what to write about. I don't know what the problems are out there. I'm hitting a wall. I say, you know what? Magazines pay their article writers hefty salaries, really good salaries, to constantly be solving problems for their audience. It's your turn now to go sit down and get ideas from these magazines. So what is happening right now? We're in the holidays. So you can find loads of topics that you can write about or do videos about for the season in your industry from any magazines that you like, any magazines that are industry specific. Here's a big one, is don't obviously copy the titles of these articles verbatim. Obviously that's plagiarism. You need to come and say, okay, I'm Meredith Dale. We'll use me as an example. I see this topic in my industry. How can I, with my personality, with my expertise, bringing my own uniqueness to this problem, how can I solve it a little bit differently for my audience? And that's how you make it different for everybody who likes you and knows you already. I like the app Simple Note. So this is step number 3 on how you can keep ideas down. I like Simple Note. So go ahead and just do a Google search, find Simple Note. It operates on all major operating systems. So your iPhone, your Android, a Kindle, etc. And then the best thing you can do when you're trying to find ideas, when you're brainstorming content ideas, take a break every 90 minutes. So you can break every 60 minutes, every hour, or every hour and a half. You have to do this to let your brain refocus and get on the right track again. So here's the second problem. Second biggest problem out there is, okay, I've got great ideas. I don't have any time. We get it. So I have a solution for you. So the solution that I suggest is you have to have a weekly planner. Anne is the co-founder of IMU, if you didn't know, and if I keep mentioning her name, Anne DeVito, co-founder of IMU, we were just having a brainstorm session. And we both agreed, hey, you know what, we got to get back on that weekly track. We need to, sit down and start making everything a priority again. So how do we do that? How do you do this when you have great ideas now? You've loaded up your idea notebook with magazine articles that you can bring to your audience in a different light. Now it's time to use a weekly planner. I personally like Week Plan. And again, just go do a Google search. It's called Week Plan. And if you're familiar with remember the day planners that everyone used to carry around before everything went digital? It's exactly like a day planner. So you can get on there and you can have it on your smartphone or on your laptop or on your tablet. And you just insert everything that you need to get done for your business in a digital format. the very first thing that you need to do, you have to put on there 1 day a week. I like to do it in the very beginning of the week, and I'll tell you why in a second. But you have to put on there at the beginning of the week, or at least I do, time to create your content. So how I do it is on Mondays, I write a blog post. So on Monday, today, if you're watching this at a later date, especially you YouTubers out there, if you're watching this at a later date, I'm filming this on a Wednesday. But what I did on Monday of this week was I had my content idea already ready to go, and on Monday, I wrote the blog post for this. Then I uploaded it to our blog site, which is GoIMU. That's our website, not our blog site. Our website is GoIMU, and we have a blog page. There we go, that you can watch this on. Sorry about that, guys. There's someone knocking at the door. It seems like it never fails that I do a live video and my dogs bark. That's just me. So I wrote this on Monday, and then I uploaded it to the website. Hold on 1 second, guys. You know what I need to do is I probably need to do what I used to do when my daughter was a baby and she napped. I used to put a big sign on the door. No knock, baby sleeping. I think I'm going to go back to that so that no one knocks on the door. You would be amazed at how many people knock on your door in the middle of the day when you're working from home. So that's another reason why you have to schedule time, because distractions are going to come. So hold on 1 second. Stop. Stop. Come here, Ranger. Come here. So this goes for, sorry everyone for the distractions. This goes for dogs barking, people knocking on your door, your children bugging you. If you want to create content, you cannot let distractions stop you. Okay, so your first instinct is like, oh, my video is ruined. Oh my gosh, this is horrible. You know how many people would love to have the problem of working at home and your dog is, trying to distract you? A lot of people would like that. So you just tie it in to your content and you keep going. But why Week Plan helps with your content is because it's on your schedule. So on Monday, you write the blog post. On Wednesdays, and why I write my blog post at the beginning of the week is on Wednesdays, I do all of my videos and my audios. People know that on Wednesdays, this is when Meredith does her videos. Obviously not the person knocking at my door and my dog, they didn't get the memo, but everyone else, my children, my husband, my business partner, my audience, and my YouTubers, they know I upload a new video every single Wednesday. This is critical to your content being successful. You need to stay on a schedule so that people get to know you. So the first week that you put out your Wednesday video or your Thursday video or your Monday blog post, you're not gonna have 4,000 people watching it because they've never seen you do it before if you're brand new. Or if you say, you know what, I've done this before, Meredith, no one watches. Well, did you maybe do it on a Monday here and then skipped a week and then did it on a Friday over here and maybe back to Tuesday? You need to stick to the schedule, and that's why using a weekly planner, again, I like Week Note or Week Plan. It's just on a Google search. You can go and find it. That's why I like it. It gives me a reminder. It's the exact same thing every single week, and your schedule happens. By the 4th week that you're filming every Wednesday and uploading it to YouTube, or you do it live in your business page, people are going to start to recognize that and start joining you, start interacting. You're going to get more subscribers because YouTube really loves it when you stick to a content schedule. And so everything starts to fall in place. Now, the third thing that I do from this one blog post that I did, Monday is the blog post. That's my one piece of content. Wednesday is 3 more pieces of content, a Facebook Live, a YouTube video, and a podcast. Then what I'm going to do tomorrow is I'm going to make brand new images from all of this information. So I'll probably make tomorrow, and again, if you guys have ever watched us before at GoIMU or any of these IMU Biz Nation episodes, Ann says it, I say it, we like Canva. So Canva is a completely free digital marketing tool where you can make digital images. design tool is what I'm trying to say, a digital design. So you can make all of your images on Canva. So I'll sit down, it's in my week planner, and I'm going to sit down and I'm going to make 7 images from talking points that I've brought up from this blog post and from this video. So 7 images. Maybe I say something neat and I want to turn it into a quote, or if I want to break it down into an image about week plan, whatever your content is about, you can easily make 7 images. So then what you can do is if you want to prep for the next week, you can go into an app like Post Planner. Anne uses Post Planner. I use Buffer. These are free. They obviously have premium prices where you can then pay to have to have more of your posts go out, but you can schedule those 7 images you just made for next week. While you're busy doing a new blog post, while you're busy doing a new video, you can have everything you talked about this week scheduled to go out next week. So you've got images going out like clockwork all next week from what you talked about this week. That's why I really recommend you do your content early in the week so that it makes the rest of the week run a lot smoother. But that's just me. I also get up early. Some people work later at night. Each of us are our own, but the things that are the unmovable truths about this is if you want your content to succeed, you have to stay on a schedule and you cannot deviate very far from it. Not only does your audience appreciate it, Google, the search engine, appreciates it, and so does YouTube, which is the 2nd largest search engine out there. And this is how you'll see in my blog post that we wrote on Monday. You'll see that the search engines reward you for being consistent. So that's why when we're sleeping, so when I am you, Anne's sleeping, or I'm sleeping, when we're sleeping, all of our content is working for us. People are finding us, on a Google search at 2 o'clock in the morning because we have blog posts out there, videos out there. We're just out there. We have images and Pinterest. And then the one thing you're going to want to do, and let me see if I can do it. If you guys have never seen this, write us a note. Let me see if I can show you real quick. Make sure you put different forms in there where people can actually come and sign up for your newsletters. Hopefully you guys saw that, where they can actually sign up for your newsletters or get on your email list from your blog post. So that's how you're going to be getting leads from your content at 2 o'clock in the morning. So that's a really big part of your blog posts. If you don't know how to do forms or just those little boxes inside of your blog post, that's why we're here. So you guys need to send us a message or write us a comment in the videos. Let us know if we can help you with that, and we'll be sure to help you with that as soon as we can. So I want to end this workshop with giving you the very simplest of elements for proper SEO content. SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization. Now, this is where people who are brand new to the game or have been in for a couple months, or it's their very first time trying content, this is where they start to feel a little intimidated. And I want to tell you, we don't have to feel intimidated about this at all. SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization. Now, 5 years ago, 8 years ago, this used to be a really big deal. Having your posts in the absolute right format with loads of keywords, and I could go on with a lot of fancy terms that might just confuse us right now and muddy the water. So I don't want to do that. What I want you to know is SEO is not as important as it used to be. What is important is that you're getting your content out there, that you're being consistent, that you're asking people who are in your industry to share it for you, that you're mentioning other people in your content to get some backlinks, that you're just making it a well-rounded post that isn't all about self-promotion, that you're helping your audience members. And that's what you're going to be rewarded for. Now, having said that, SEO and the proper style elements does still have its place in the world of search engines. So I'm going to talk you through this. But what I want you to do is head over to GoIMU and just type in your Google, your browser, GoIMU.com, ayamyoubusinessnation.com, and you're going to find this blog post. Now, when you go in there, I've made an infographic for you. So you can go right in, you can see it laid out for you, copy it, paste it, save the image, do whatever you want. You can find it on Pinterest, save it. So if this is your brand new, your content marketing, it's right there for you. Let me walk you through it if you're taking notes right now. So this is how you're going to want to write your blog posts, okay? 800 to 1,500 words. That's all you have to do. 800 words happens really fast, believe me. Use short, mostly one sentence paragraphs for the introduction. Okay, so just one sentence, paragraphs, you know, blah, 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 blah for the intro. Now, when you're inside of your blog, if you've never started a blog, just talk to us. We've got some really great ideas. We have a wonderful course that teaches you how to set up your blog. It walks you through, not set it up per se, but walks you through how to blog and what you need in it. We've got a wonderful course for that. So contact us if you're interested in that, because you want to use the heading 2, so H2 for your subheads, right? For your everything that's down in the further part of your content, you'll want to use H2. You're going to want to use H3 for your subheadings. So if you say, let me just walk you through a quick example. So my main heading is how to lose weight. My subheading under that is how to get in 30 minutes of walking a day. I would use inside of my blog the little button, WordPress makes it really easy, the little button that says H2. And I would just highlight it, click H2, that's my subheading. So how to get in 30 minutes of walking a day. Then my subheading under that is how to avoid injury while walking for 30 minutes a day. So I would highlight it again. I would go up to my little button that says H3, and I would click on that, and that's it. That's how simple it is to use H2 for your subheading, you know, how to get in 30 minutes of walking a day, how to avoid injury. H3 would be my subheading for that. Simple, simple stuff, guys. And we can always walk you through if you need help, so don't be afraid to reach out. That's what we're here for. Another great SEO style element is to use bulleted lists. Boy, we move in such a fast-paced world these days. People just want easily digestible pieces of information, and bulleted lists work really, really well for this. Use bold and italicized text for visual clarity. It just helps people. So this is a little bit more about the SEO elements. Include your keywords, which is anything that is going to help your user. So keywords are what you type into a Google search, okay? So make sure you put in keywords into your articles that people would be looking for in a Google search about whatever your topic is. Again, in the title, you're going to want to use your full blog post title in the, you're going to want to use your full blog post title in the first paragraph of your content when you're writing a blog post. In a nutshell, what this does is Google has spiders, and they crawl through our content looking for where to place us in this huge internet world. Where do I place Meredith? She just wrote a blog post. Where do I place her? So they run their little spiders through our blog content. And when we have our title positioned in our first paragraph, that helps Google's spiders immediately know where to index us in the wide world of Google searches. Okay, so that is going to just be one of those elements. If I'm going a little fast, or if you need help rewriting this down or just reading it again, head over to GoIMU and find this blog post. It was just posted on Monday, so that should help you a lot. Make sure that 80% of your posts are not heavily promotional. 80% of them, you're going to just be helping people, okay? Let me say it again, because this is very important. 80% of your posts, so if we're writing 10 posts a month, which is a lot, but say like 10 posts every, if you're writing just one a week, so that is almost 3 months worth of posts. 8 of those need to just be how to lose weight, how to avoid injury. If you're in the weight loss industry, obviously you get it for whatever other industry you're in. You know, how to lose weight, how to avoid injury, what are healthy foods to eat. So that's easily 8 of our posts. 2 of those we do want to talk about our products. Hey, guess what? I just wrote this article about how to lose weight by walking 30 minutes a day. You can read it here, and you'll put in a link to read your old post. But I want to tell you about my weight loss supplement program that would help you boost your metabolism. It's perfectly acceptable to talk about your products in that way or on your videos when you've had 80% of your other posts that are just trying to help your audience and show them a lot of love. So you always want to use the 80-20 rule, and that really helps your SEO standings for Google searches. And then what you're going to want to do is always include a short biography of who you are and why you're the expert at the end of your posts. Okay, so when you're telling people why you're the expert, it helps them build up that trust factor, and it also gives Google a reason to trust you as well. Another little tidbit that really helps is who have you helped? Who loves you? It doesn't matter right now if you're just starting out in content marketing, if it's your cousin. Get your cousin to write a testimonial for you, and don't be afraid to put that in your blog posts at the very end in your biography saying, guess what? You know, Cynthia really loved these products and really loved my help as well. You can read her testimonial and then put, you know, Cynthia or Sue or James or John, whoever you have their testimonial, put it in there. All right, so the last thing that I want to go through, guys, is images, and I just have 3 quick bullet points for that. So for your images inside of any of your content, use about 1060 pixels by 700 pixels. Now, why we love that, you say, oh my gosh, now Meredith's talking about pixels? Yeah, that's why we love Canva, because when you go to canva.com, you're going to see up at the top, they make it super easy, top right-hand corner of your screen, you're going to see a button that says use custom dimensions, and you're going to say, why, yes, please. So you're going to click on that button, you're going to enter 1060 in the next box over by 700. Easy. And then you simply click create size, and voila, it's perfectly sized for SEO, the perfect image size for any of your online posts. Why we also love Canva is because if you've never used it, you can pick the perfect Facebook size, the perfect Instagram size. You can actually put in blog headers on there. Canva makes it super simple. So the perfect SEO image size for your blog posts are going to be 1060 by 700 pixels. This is huge, and I didn't know this for the longest time. So if you're taking notes, listen up, this is huge. When you go to save any images you make for any content across the web, save it on your computer. You know how you can say, you know, save as? Save that image you just made with your the keywords that you used in your title for your content, or that you know people are searching for on a Google search. Save that image with those keywords, or what I do is I actually save it with my blog post title, because I know what questions my audience are asking on a Google search. So have you ever done a Google search and you're looking for a specific image, and so you go up to the top and you, instead of just looking for all posts, you look over here and you click the images. Why do those certain images come up? Did you guys ever wonder that? Why do these images come up? Well, because the author of those images saved them with certain keywords. So have you ever clicked on an image and you're like, oh, I really like this, and then you see it says visit site? This is what we want Google searchers or any Yahoo searchers, any search engine person looking to do. So you save your image with those keywords or your whole blog title. Then that person says, this is a great image. I want to go read this article. So they go, and what happens? You got it. They just visited your site. Now you're getting traffic back to your blog post. And what's beautiful about that? Do you remember what I showed you earlier when I turned the camera on? You got it. If you have lead boxes inside of your content, that blog post you wrote, now you're collecting leads. People who have pre-qualified themselves from a search to visiting your site to now they're entering their email for more information from you. They're just pre-qualifying themselves down the line so that when you send your welcome email to them, boy, they are so receptive to your image versus you just blasting out the same thing over and over again on Facebook, and we're getting maybe 1 to 2 organic reaches on that. So that's why content is so important. And do you guys see that how just understanding these simple content elements make everything in your life that much more simple? I hope you do, because content is really, really easy, and it has to be the fundamental spot that you go to create your marketing, your business. It has to start here. So I've introduced quite a few different concepts to you in this workshop and in this YouTube video. If you want more help with this, you can always head over to GoIMU. We've got lots of spots where you can write us a confidential email if you need some help, right? Our IMU team is always waiting to answer your questions, so don't be hesitant to just write us an email. If you wanted to read this blog post, there you go. I've said it a lot. GoIMU, GoIMU. It's on 2 different cameras. So that's what you're going to want to do. What else? You know, I've mentioned some courses in this video. So we have a content writing course. If you'd be interested in learning more about that, we can send you the link for that. I mentioned our blogging course. Boy, the blogging course is just a powerhouse, and it's perfect if this is your first time ever writing content, or if you've been writing content for a while and you say, you know what, I've been writing it and doing videos for a while, I must be missing something. Well, this course, as you know, with all IMU courses, really works to just get you back on the right track, you know, make sure you're hitting on all cylinders. And Deborah says, thank you. I need to go save all my images with names. You're welcome, Deborah. That just makes my day. You know, that one simple tip will really help you getting found on a Google search, Yahoo search, any search, that much easier. Oh, and before I go, because that is the finale of our workshop for this week. So thank you, everyone, for watching and for joining live. One last tip, Deborah watching and everybody else, when you save your YouTube videos. So when I save my video right now that I'm doing, that I'm going to upload to YouTube, I'm not just going to, when I can save it on my desktop, I'm not just going to let it be, you know, file name 108_W1. Okay, whatever random numbers they give me. I can go in and I'm going to change that out to be the exact keyword name that I titled my blog, because I made a really brief but very important statement earlier. YouTube is the second largest search engine that people search for. Think about it. You say, I don't know how to do this. I'm just going to go YouTube it. And you watch a video on it. So we want to make sure that YouTube, when they are crawling your site and when they're crawling your channel, they know exactly where to place your video based off of your keyword-specific title, not just some random title, that they know where to place you. And they also start recommending your video as well. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching the videos today and for joining me live. As always, we're here every Wednesday for you guys and just to help you out in your business. Make sure you visit goimu.com. I'm Meredith Dale, and I will see you for another episode. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.